FM.
It's Friday, August the 28th, and we welcome you to Coffee Break here on WCYN 1400 and 101.3. Today's show is being brought to you by Cockrell's Auto Center, Sorrel Home Medical Equipment, Hinton Mills, Rick's Towing, and E. Waltz Grocery. And now we'll say good morning to our host. It's Doug Miller.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Break. Hey, it is Friday already.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And basically the end of the month.
That's right.
Just about.
Summer's almost over.
But you're not going to feel it next week.
Well, right now it's 65 degrees out there.
Yeah, not bad right now.
Pretty nice morning. And well, what about next week? And and today,
Today, mid-80s, very similar to yesterday. So, warm, even hot, considering however you interpret the temperature.
Yeah.
But next week, everybody's going to be hot. We're going to get into the 90s and even mid-90s next week. And as of right now, the forecast has no rain in sight, so hitting that dry patch.
So you'll have a fan sitting here beside me next week?
I mean, it stays pretty cool in here. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, think I'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You notice I put on my Relay for Life shirt today.
I see that.
Well,
is that the newest one? Is that this year's?
For this year, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I heard or saw, I should say, they have found a new therapy for pancreatic cancer.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. And so I said, well, I'll put this on. Folks, help out the American Cancer Society. They are doing stuff as we speak.
Yeah, because pancreatic cancer is one of those that...
It's a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's an outright, I'm not sure what
well, at least
level.
It's something...
But it's something new.
Yeah.
To attack that.
That's good.
And, I was going to mention the two things. Mm-hmm. I had William Horn, which was Monday. We were talking about electric vehicles. Jaguar.
They have one now?
Not only do they have one, British Leyland, of course, owns Jaguar. I don't know if MG's still in business and Triumph, but Jaguar, of course, a leading manufacturer of automobiles for years and years, mainly known for their sports cars, but they made because this is the last year they're making anything with an internal combustion engine.
Really?
Your Jaguar will be electric.
Well,
yeah.
I guess I'll just have to buy a new one.
Yeah, and
I have to replace all my other Jags.
Well, yeah.
Obviously joking.
They sold the ham yesterday at the fair for $10 million.
The Crafts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, if you slice that up, what's it going to be, about $50,000 a slice or something?
Ed and I were talking about that because he saw that story.
Yeah.
And I said, we could do a couple of things around here for a lot less money than that if they want to just pop over some, just a few grand to WCYN. I mean, not $10 million. We don't need that much.
You think I ought to give Troy a shout out?
Yeah, give him a shout out.
I come in this morning. By the way, good morning to everyone on YouTube and Facebook. But when I came in this morning, I had this note on the computer here, which is working for a change.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it so bad yesterday. I threatened to, beat it up, so maybe it's going to act better. But Troy just left a note here. It said, "Good morning, Doug." So thank you, Troy. Troy was in Spinning Records last night, which is something not unknown to my guest this morning.
Ah.
Yeah, Mia Williams is with us this morning. Good morning, Mia.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
When I mentioned Troy, you said you got some turntables and you like to spin the old records too?
I have a turntable and I have like at least 300 records.
Really?
Of varying ages, from brand new, because new artists sell vinyl records now.
There you go.
And then I have old ones. I got Nat King Cole. I got Aretha Franklin. Yeah.
Well, you got some stuff there.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize this, but I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, a young person was in my home, and I don't really use them anymore, but I had all the albums, and not out where you could see them, but I was showing them, and I had the turntables and stuff, and they just went nuts. Oh, yeah. Vinyl is the thing now.
Yeah.
Vinyl is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so anyway, well, I don't think that's de-evolution. I think that's just going back and grasping something that means a lot to us. And speaking of things that mean a lot to us, Mia's here today to talk about old homes, historic homes. She's a history lady, okay?
Yes,
she's
I
into
am.
history. That's why you got all those old records. But she's going to be talking about old homes of interest in Harrison County. But before we get to that, you have a Bandolero
Yes.
on your lap. Good
yes.
morning, Bandolero. Yes.
This little Chihuahua, he's very good. He's my foster dog. But I brought him with me because if I leave him at home, he will destroy my old home.
How much could he do? He doesn't look like he weighs more than a pound and a half.
You would be amazed what a 7-pound dog could do.
Is he 7 pounds? Is he that
he's
big?
7 pounds.
Yeah, okay.
He's just tucked into this sling really nicely.
And you got him in a dog sling there.
Yes, I do.
Is that a special dog sling, or is that made for
No.
a two-legged baby? Or?
No, it's a dog sling.
It's a dog sling.
Yes. Yes.
He seems
At
very
least-
comfortable.
At least I didn't roll up in here with a dog stroller.
No. Well, we're dog friendly here.
Okay, that's good.
We had a dog on. Ozzy was here yesterday, a border collie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we invite dogs, and so far we have not had a dog accident in the
Say,
studio.
I would bring my dogs in, except they don't know how to behave. So
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to bring my dog down here someday and just see. You know, I have a dog too.
Okay.
My dog's a foster dog.
What type of dog is it?
Well, that's a good question.
It's a mutt.
It was supposed to have some pug in it, but it's too big for a pug. I think it's mostly bulldog. It's a mix.
Oh, okay.
But I've told this before. I was surfing the internet one night, and I saw this picture of a breed that I'd never heard of, an English Staffordshire Bull Terrier. That sounds real uppity, right?
Yes.
Well, so I told the dog, that's what you are. And the dog feels a lot better about itself now.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah,
yes.
it has some history and
Yes.
a little bit of breeding in it. Yeah, well, Mia, it's nice to have you back. You were here last with Miss
Mary
Grable.
Grable, yes.
Yeah, and you like the museum and everything going on
Yes.
over there in history. And
Yes, I volunteer there.
well, you volunteered this morning too. What have you got there? You got books?
I
and-
got books because I wanted to show like how my resources
Mm-hmm.
when I'm hunting old houses. I say I frolic or prance about the countryside hunting for old houses. But when I find them, I would like to know when they were built. And there's a couple of books that I use that help me know when they were built.
I guess you spent some time at our county clerk's office too, right?
I went to the PVA
yeah.
and I got a list from them. And then I've
Were they able to
stopped
give you a
short-
list of some of the older houses?
Yeah, they were.
That's
If
good,
they knew
yeah.
if they
Yeah.
knew when they were built.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They had a list of all houses that were 100 years or older, and then I've stopped short of a full deed search,
Mm-hmm.
which fortunately there's a book called Cynthiana since 1790.
Yeah.
And it's by Virgil Petticord,
Oh yeah.
and it's a little torn up because of this little dog right here.
Bandy.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
And but this is like the new printing, and Mr. Petticord went every lot in Cynthiana and said this is what was here since 1790 all the way up to about 1985.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well,
And
that's
so it tells me when some of the houses were built.
yeah. It's amazing how old some of this stuff is around here.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
And of course, we used to talk about, I don't know if it's official or not or anything, but an antique 100 years old or more. We've
Yeah.
got houses here that are well in excess of 100 years
Oh
old.
yeah.
Well in excess. Okay, well now, are you going to be talking about particular houses that you've investigated here? Or
Oh yes, but
okay.
before I do that, I want
Yeah.
to talk about this old house, which is by Catherine Wilson.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
She
yeah.
was the start. She is the beginning of my beginning inspiration.
Uh-huh.
And about I forget how many decades ago, she
You've got a
would go-
copy of her original book there.
I don't
Is that
know
what
if it's
that-
original.
Well, but it's she did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this, she did she would do articles about 30 houses,
Mm-hmm.
including for those who are seeing me on video, I'm holding up. It says Stony Castle, and she would
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you when it was built,
Out
who
on
lived
Lafferty
there.
Pike, yeah.
Yeah, and then the historic architecture of Bourbon County. It's Bourbon County, I know,
Yeah.
but this is kind of my secondary inspiration.
Well, they always had more money over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, this is what I'm going for
Oh,
with
man.
this book. It has these nice slick
Yeah.
pages. It has a picture of a house, and then it has maybe one or two paragraphs about that house. And that's what I hope this project will conclude.
So you're
to.
headed toward a book like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
according to the PVA, there are about 500 houses that are 100 years or older that they know of. And so then there's other houses that are not in the PVA, I'm finding, that are not even in Petticord's book, that may be 100 years or older.
Yeah.
And I want to get those houses too.
Get them all.
Yes.
It's going to be a thorough job.
Yes, I'm hoping so. So, it's like well, I guess this is a millennial reference, Pokemon.
Yeah,
Gotta
there you
catch
go.
them all.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a millennial.
You're a millennial. Well, it's good, though, that somebody wants to capture history, and unfortunately, so many things that are historic, maybe for good reasons, sometimes
Yeah.
not so good reasons, are torn down or razed.
Yeah.
One historic type of a building, if you will, or structure that you'll see around here are tobacco barns.
Yes.
And you see so many of them falling into disrepair or
Yes.
being torn down.
I'm only doing residential properties right now, but a lot of people have said interest
Yeah.
in commercial,
Yeah.
old commercial buildings, barns.
Yeah.
Because some of the barns out in the county, they have like log pens and
Oh,
houses
yeah, yeah.
and like buildings inside the barn.
Yeah.
So the barn, is at least 150 years old.
Mm-hmm. And those logs were hard to split.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of homes around the old log homes. They'll have a
Oh,
log
yeah.
pen. Well, that's the easiest way to build something, and
Yeah.
you build around the log pen. Some of them, one of my ancestral homes over in Bracken County is a double log pen.
Oh.
And we don't own it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not anything, it's an old tore up house. It's
Yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth something, but I didn't mean to say it was a mansion or something, but it was a double
Oh,
pen,
no.
and they had a driveway through the middle, they called it.
Oh, a dog trot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had
So-
two big fireplaces on each end.
Oh.
And you could see how they had the fireplaces were huge, but they
Yeah.
had shelves in them where you could cook.
Oh, okay.
Still had the old irons and all
Yeah.
that. My dad and I, when my grandmother died, we thought about, well, we ought to take the siding off, expose the logs, and
Yeah.
it didn't. It does not have water hookup.
Oh.
And electricity back to the 20s or the 30s or whenever.
Yeah.
So we looked into it, and it was cost so much to refurbish it wasn't worth it. But you'll find a lot of log homes, is my point.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is so interesting to me because I have lived in Cynthiana for 10 years, and I am originally from Lexington, born and raised. Which
You went to
it's-
Dunbar.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is funny
remember
because
that.
I know more about Harrison County history than I know about Fayette County history. Although I can point out some notable old homes in Fayette County, but I learned that there's log houses. That's strange to me in Fayette County.
Yeah.
But there are log homes, and if your log home had 2 rooms downstairs and 2 rooms upstairs, like it was a 2-story log home, I call those log mansions.
Yeah.
Because-
well, they were. That's as close as you could get to a mansion.
Yeah,
out
those
in the
were
wilderness.
log
yeah.
mansions. I'm like those. I recently took picture of a house that was a log mansion inside.
Yeah.
And I was just like, when I told the owners, I was like, "You live in a log mansion." They chuckled.
Yeah. There are 3 structures, and I'm going to ask you about them, and I'm
Okay.
not saying you should know about them,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
Because I know you're in the middle of your research, okay?
Yes.
But many people feel like one of the oldest, if not the oldest, structures in Cynthiana City is the old log cabin behind the courthouse,
Yes.
where supposedly was the courthouse at one day. They say Henry Clay was here on a case, and
Yeah.
we used to have the radio station there.
Yes.
Is it as old, or is it the oldest building in the county, or have you looked into that one? I didn't.
It's not the oldest in the county.
It's not.
No, there are some log homes that were built in the 1780s.
Yeah.
So the old log courthouse was built about in the 1790s,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a house that is older, and I mean it's very few houses, maybe 2 or 3.
Which ones are older? I don't mean to tax you
oh,
or
no.
test you here, but
I haven't visited them in years, but one of them is the George Lale House.
Where's it located?
It's off of Edgewater.
Yeah,
I
off
believe.
Edgewater Pike. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's the John Hinkson House, and it's stone.
Yeah.
And it was built in like the 1780s, 1790s.
Hingston, as in Hingston Creek. And it's
Yes.
in that area.
Yes.
Probably named for that family.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Stony Castle, you mentioned, is pretty old.
Stony Castle is early 1800s.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mia Williams is a young 21st century woman, but she's looking into old structures in our area. I have a text here. By the way, the text line's open, 859-234-1400 if you're listening to us. If you're watching us on Facebook, send in a comment, and we'll get that. We've already poked. Oh gosh, that's no pun intended. Textor says you mentioned Pokemon a moment ago.
Yeah.
I've heard the name.
Yes.
And know it's a game or whatever.
Yeah.
Textor says, Big Doug, can you impress us millennials and name any Pokemon by chance? No, I cannot.
What?
You don't even know
Charizard?
Pikachu?
Oh yeah, Pikachu is the main like.
Hey, Textor, Pikachu. Thank you. Appreciate that. I had to get the line. Hey, we'll be right back, quarter two of Coffee Break with you, me, and Mia after this.
Recovering from the trauma of a car accident is stressful enough. Finding a good repair shop shouldn't make it worse. Cockrell's Auto Center on US 27 South has been at the same location since July 1981. And with 10 technicians, you will get your repair work done right the first time in a timely manner. So take the anxiety of repair off your shoulders and allow Cockrell's Auto Center certified technicians to return your vehicle to its original condition. Cockrell's Auto Center, locally owned and operated since 1981.
Sorrel Home Medical presents The Real Price of Gas.
Hey, Terry,
What now?
I got gas the other day for $1.59
Wow! Where did you find gas for $1.59?
at the Taco Shack.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Sorrel Home Medical Equipment, serving all of Central Kentucky.
At Harrison Memorial Hospital in Cynthiana, Kentucky, we take pride in offering one of the only full-time pulmonologists in the area. HMH pulmonologist Dr. Srinath Anangi gives our patients access to cutting-edge care to tackle chronic conditions like lung cancer, emphysema, asthma, and more. Dr. Anangi offers low-dose CT screenings to detect lung cancer in its earliest stages. Lung cancer detected early improves chances of successful treatment and survival. Harrison Memorial Hospital has been designated a lung cancer screening center by the American College of Radiology. Our pulmonology team offers post-COVID lung risk assessments. With testing, Dr. Anangi can determine damage done and how to protect your lungs in the future. Quality pulmonary care at Harrison Memorial Hospital. Call us today at 859-298-2690.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming Coffee Break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the Coffee Break page on our website at WCYN.com.
And you're back with us on Coffee Break. Mia Williams is here this morning, a historian of old structures in Harrison County, and she's working on doing a lot of research and working toward a book, which we will, I know it's a work in progress. You don't know when that's going to be out or ready, but you'll have to come back and, when it's ready.
Definitely.
You see what Ed brought in here to me?
Oh, it's a football schedule.
Yeah, well, now that we're on show and tell with the video, I will show everyone. That is the poster by Kentucky Farm Bureau. You can see right there, big on commitment. We want to thank Chad Eversole, our local agency manager, for providing, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
For providing us with that. And, of course, this poster features the new coach, Coach Stein. That's Will right there, yeah. Now, Mia, you notice they've got all these pictures of him like when he was a kid in a Kentucky outfit and different pictures of him relatively. They don't have a single picture of him on there when he was a quarterback at the University of Louisville.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, if that was true, then I'd be like, I kind of see why.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that the contest and rivalry between UK and U of L in football might well be back. Because UK's got a great coach. He is a good coach and a good fella, and I'm glad to see UK get him. And I think U of L might have something to put on the field this year. So I think everybody's healthier. But no, thank you, Chad, and everyone out at Farm Bureau. if you want to experience some of Farm Bureau's commitment, go see them out at our Farm Bureau agency office on US 27 South. They take a lot of good care of a lot of good people, and we appreciate the poster. So now I won't have to struggle to see who UK's playing next.
Yes.
By the way, the first game is Youngstown State, September 5th. There you go, 1 p.m. Okay.
Oh, that's coming up soon.
Yeah. Now, Mia, I don't want to. I want you to say what you got to say, but I don't want to interrupt you with a lot of my questions. But there's one more house I want to ask you about. Okay.
Okay.
As you go out 62 East, just on the other side of East Side School, there's an old mansion that's referred to as the Deshay place.
Yes.
That was a Governor Deshay.
Yes.
Have you had a
Coleman
chance to look?
Deshay Plantation. I've been there.
They just refurbished that about, I don't know, 30 or 40 years ago.
Yes, the Newkirks.
The Newkirks. Now, thank you. I couldn't remember the name.
Some people may know it as the Duffy House.
Yeah.
Because of the sisters.
Yeah, the sisters that live there. Yeah.
But it was built in 1812.
Yeah.
And so it is a beautiful.
Now, it's a mansion, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that my aunt lived in a house with that was built in a similar style, which is Federal.
Oh yeah.
That's the architectural style of the house. But today we would think of it as a moderate, medium-sized house. But back then, that was a house.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about,
That was a house in 1812. That was a big house.
Most people then lived in one-room cabins around here.
So, it may not look substantial now because, we live in bigger houses than they did back then, but it was a house.
All right, I lied. I'm going to do it one more time.
Okay. Then.
The building just right down Main Street here from, on the other side of the parking lot. Okay. It's got 1812.
Yes, the 1812.
It's supposed to be haunted,
I've heard. I went on the ghost walk.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you see the kid or whatever in the window?
No, I didn't see the kid.
Well, anyway.
But I didn't look for the kid. I wasn't looking for any ghosts,
Well, tell us about that building.
I don't know as much about that building because it was run as like a hotel.
Yeah, for a number of years.
And it's kind of a residence now.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's apartments in the upper floors.
In the back,
So I know that it was built around 1812, and I don't know much more about it.
Well, now what I want you to do is talk about the places that you know about, and that you come here to talk about. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. I was asked, what are your 3 favorite old houses? And I was like, well, that's like asking someone who's your favorite child. I can't say. There's some that I like to talk about more than others.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wouldn't say they're my favorites because I'm learning new things about old houses on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So one house that I like is known as the Dr. Manning House.
Oh, on Pike Street?
Yes, it was built in 1856.
There used to be a sign there of a fisherman.
Huh.
I think it was denoting the number of the house on the street or something.
Oh, okay.
And I guess Dr. Manning liked to fish.
Hey,
I don't know
wrong
why
with
I
that.
remembered that ever since I was a kid, but go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, but the Dr. Manning House, which I would say around the Civil War, I don't remember if it was the first or second battle, but the Confederates came through town after the battle and was basically like, if you're loyal to the Confederates, we'll leave you alone. But if you aren't, we'll burn down your house.
Yeah.
And so they got to the guy who owned, this is past owner of Dr. Manning's house. And they asked him, are you a Confederate sympathizer or are you a Union sympathizer? Well, in reality, he was a Union sympathizer.
Uh-huh.
So he was going to get his house burnt down.
Yeah.
But so he said, no, I'm a Confederate sympathizer. And they're like, we don't believe you.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, really, I am. And they were like, no, we don't believe you. And then a female neighbor came and said, oh, no, I'll vouch for him. He's
Really?
a Confederate sympathizer. And they were like, well, we'll believe that woman. We believe her. And so they didn't burn down the house, and the house is still standing.
Still standing.
It's still standing to this day.
And what she's talking about, if you're on Church Street at the Methodist Church, okay?
Yes.
You go up the hill, and it's kind of at the top of the hill there, right? Right
It's
across
like on
from Clifton
Pike Street.
Road.
Yeah,
kinda,
it's right across from Clifton Road.
Yeah, yeah.
And that house is, I think, the oldest
I
that
didn't
is
realize
closest
that house
to
was that
downtown.
old.
Yeah. There's another house that is on the corner of Pleasant and Miller,
Okay.
and it doesn't look that old, but according to the PVA, it was built in 1858, but according to Virgil Petticourt, it may have been built in 1840.
Yeah, yeah.
And this house, like I said, it looks like it was built in the 1920s or 30s, but it is so much older. And the entrance to the house was actually because the house is like a square.
Mm-hmm.
And the entrance to the house was on another side.
Yeah. Are you talking about the house that now appears to be an apartment building, or?
No, it's on. I don't know how to describe it because it's just
I know
a
who
single
lives in-
family home.
Yeah. Is it
And
a great big white house?
Yes.
Huge?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
yeah.
it looks like it's stucco,
Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
and
yeah.
I just think that was a renovation.
Yeah. Well,
that-
now, if you go on up Pleasant Street
Yes.
from Miller Street, okay?
Yeah.
And before you get to the police station, kind of at the top of the hill, I've always thought there were a couple of buildings there just because of the way the brick looked.
Yeah.
That were really old. Am I right about that?
You were likely right. I haven't
Yeah.
been to that,
Yeah.
section of Pleasant. I just did like the middle section of Pleasant
Yeah.
yesterday.
I see. Yeah.
So I haven't even gone to the Pleasant on the other side of Main Street, and I haven't gone to the Pleasant on the other side of
Yeah.
North Miller. But I'll eventually get there. There's like a method to my madness.
Have you got a kind of a map drawn out for yourself to cover the whole town? You got a lot of work to do, my dear.
Yes, I do. And I don't have a map. I'm trying to figure that out because I'm like, how do I keep track of streets that I've been on and streets that I haven't been on?
Yeah.
And, I know where although we do not publish addresses
Mm-hmm.
on my Facebook group, Old Houses of Harrison County, Kentucky, although we do not publish addresses for privacy reasons,
Yeah.
I remember what roads these
Yeah.
houses are on.
Yeah.
So, but the whole map thing is a good idea.
Well, see, I'm full of great
Yes.
ideas. Yeah.
I recently learned about, thanks to ChatGPT,
Oh yeah.
I'm starting to get hip to this AI.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I asked ChatGPT, what should I do to keep track of all these houses? And it told me this software, which is like Excel on steroids.
Oh yeah.
And that's how I keep track of houses that I've taken pictures of.
I see. Yeah.
So I've cataloged about 100 houses,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still like 50 behind.
Oh, well, good night. Yeah. Well, you think, well, there's not that many old houses left, but there are.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of times you don't know how old some of them are because they've had stuff built around them, siding
Exactly.
put on them, and what have you. But another, and I don't mean to tax your
Oh, no.
memory here. The railroad track on Pike Street down here is an old building. The owners have been working on it for a number
Yes,
of years.
the Rankin House.
Yeah. Did you check into that a little bit?
I didn't check into it because it's not residential, but I learned something about it at the Beyond the Bricks
Oh yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
And I learned that it is the only it's the only pre-Civil War
Yeah.
building on Pike Street because when the Confederates burnt down half the town,
Yeah.
Most of Pike Street went
Yeah.
the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
But Rankin basically came out of his hotel and said, please don't burn down my hotel.
Yeah.
And he offered them something. I don't know if he offered them like free alcohol or
Yeah.
something, but he made it a deal and they didn't burn down his building.
And that's something. Can you imagine being in days like that? You got some people knock on your door. They've got, Civil War muskets and saying, "Whose side are you on?"
Exactly.
We have a torch here. If you're on the
Yeah.
wrong side,
Exactly.
and if you don't mind me just quizzing you here, but Poplar Hill,
Oh, yes.
and
Up by the hospital.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of times they would. it was almost like a subdivision in the day.
Yeah.
You get up around El March at the top of Pike Street in El March.
Yeah.
Several old mansions up there. Of course, in the day, they were kind of out of town.
Yeah, they were.
Poplar Hill was way out of town.
Yes.
But did you look at some of them?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll talk more about it. We got to take a break.
Okay.
Mia, you might have too much for the show today, okay?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because there's a lot of old homes in Harrison
there
County.
are.
Well, I
Mia
was gonna say,
Williams.
she got a text. Very interesting topic, and hope you have the guest back.
Yeah, we just thank you, Trent. Yeah, I just saw that, Mia.
And it's time
Text
for a
or
break.
says, very interesting topic. Hope you have the guest back. I just invited you back, didn't I?
Woo!
Have you accepted my invitation to return?
I accept it.
Will you bring Bandy?
Hopefully he gets adopted before then.
Oh, you're just fostering him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be tough giving that dog up. I don't know how people do that.
Oh, I do it every month, every so many few months.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
But still, I get attached to one. It's halftime on Coffee Break. We'll attach you to some good sponsors that bring you local radio when we come back. How about that? Mia Williams is going to stay with us, too.
My great-grandfather opened the first Tinton store in 1918, and our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 6 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever. I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
Did you know there's money available to help you pay for trade school or college? Yep, and all you need to do is fill out the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. Completing the FAFSA costs you nothing but time, and it can pay off big. And there are experts across Kentucky who can help. For more info, visit gearupky.org/money. That's gearupky.org/money. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Come and listen to my story about the boys named Clough. They grew up fast, they grew up tough. Then one day Harm said to his heirs, it's time to take over the little store at Lair. Ewalt's Grocery, that is. Carhartt coats, pocket tees. Well, the next thing you know, there's clothes everywhere. The kinfolk said, sell boots, we'll buy a pair. Ewalt's for all the family, 'cause they loaded up the store with everything you need. Clothing, that is. Carhartt, Mossy Oak. For the best selection of Carhartt clothes, there is no doubt. It's Ewalt's Grocery on 27 South, just past the fairground at the bottom of the hill. Tell them I sent you and get a good deal. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to the boys out at Lair. They'd like to thank you folks for kindly shopping there. You're all invited back at any time you know, just to hear them say, have a good one, bro. Ewalt's. Set a spell. Try some boots on. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Ewalt's Grocery at Lair Station has the biggest names in footwear. Carhartt, Georgia, Muck, Timberland, John Deere, and Irish Setter.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming coffee break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the coffee break page on our website at WCYN.com.
I'm looking here at the schedule, the UK poster we got, I don't know if it's mine or not. But Chad Eversole, everyone at Kentucky Farm Bureau provided us. I just noticed the second game, of the year, September the 12th, Alabama. Yeah, and it looks like they're playing playing UK in Lexington there. That's starting off the year. Youngstown State. I don't know how they may. They could have a good team too. They play a lot of football up in that part of the country, and I think they're part of the MAC conference. Which you got teams in the MAC who can beat anybody on a given day. So they play Youngstown State, and then right after that, Alabama. Okay, Mia Williams is with us on Coffee Break this morning. She is a historian of, today, old homes in Harrison County, and we're talking about that. If you have a text, 859-234-1400 is the number to text. If you're watching us on Facebook, send us a comment, and we'll get that. Want to thank, the Honey Festival is September the 12th. We had, the judge and some folks in yesterday talking about the Honey Festival. That's what's featured on the front of the City Buzz magazine, folks. Right there it is. 8:34 a.m., of course, is the City Buzz magazine time. I want to thank the Main Cup right beside the Presbyterian Church there on Main Street. Because, they are a good coffee house, breakfast. They got some lunch. but they feature Nate's brand, a brand of coffee called Nate's Coffee. We are enjoying that on Coffee Break and have for some time, and we thank the Main Cup for furnishing that. The Columbia Tolima blend is what I'm enjoying here this morning, and go on down there and see them.
Tell them that you heard about them, that you were talking good about them.
What now?
I said, and tell them that Doug was talking good about them.
Yeah, tell them that you heard it here on WCYN. That's right, and tell them that I sent them down there, and maybe they'll give us some more. No,
we got some. I mean, there's still some.
Oh yeah, they're taking good care of us, and we do appreciate that. Really, that's nice.
I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but we got football tonight.
Football tonight. The Breads
in Fleming County.
Fleming County. The Panthers is Fleming County, you know, right? Aren't
That's
they?
correct.
Panthers.
Yes,
That's here.
It is.
Up on the hill.
7:30.
7:30. And Swinford will be bringing all the play-by-play on that. Ed, I'm sorry, but I didn't hear your first volleyball play-by-play.
You were too busy celebrating. My first was, I've already done two.
You've done two. I haven't heard either one yet, Ed.
You were too busy celebrating the Reds win that night.
Oh, I have to admit, you got preempted by the Reds.
I had to sit and listen to them and, hurry up, guys. I got to
hurry up so I can do this volleyball game, right?
No, the Phillies won a couple nights ago.
Good.
It was the night that the Reds came from behind and won. Phillies won 3-0 over Robertson County. They played last night at Nicholas, and I'll be honest, I was not there, so I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we'll catch up with them. But the Phillies, I saw there was an article in the Democrat about when the Phillies started. Did you see? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not. No.
It's about. I guess Coach Faulkner's first year.
He learned the game.
He learned the game
to do it.
Yeah.
And he's done a good job over the years.
I think there was an article in the newspaper about that.
I'm
sure I saw it. Yeah.
Speaking of the Democrat, real quick.
Okay.
And I've not said this week. When I set up the booth this past Saturday, as far as the rod run.
Oh yeah.
Got to thank Betsy Smith.
Oh yeah, Betsy's great.
Well, she helped me set up the tent.
Well, I didn't know she was good at setting up a campsite.
The rest of our staff was running a little behind, and so I was trying to do it by myself. And she came by and talked for a little bit, and she grabbed part of it and helped set up our booth.
Well, the print media.
So thank you, Betsy.
The print media and the live media support each other here in Cynthiana.
So, and I miss it.
Not a lot of jealousy there. One quick thing. Well, it's not a quick thing. Murder on the Orient Express, a great movie, is the next offering. From Movies or Medicine matinee series at the Rouse Opera House. Once again, as you probably know from listening to us, if you're 60 years of age or older, you get in free, and you get free popcorn and a drink. Anyone else is $5. They had to buy their popcorn and a drink, but I tell you, the popcorn is worth it. Okay, and it doesn't cost much. The prices are very, very reasonable. But Murder on the Orient Express is a great, great movie. Lauren Bacall is in that.
I was going to say we talked about on Extra yesterday. You finally get a Laura Bacall movie.
I tried to put her in the African Queen, but no. I guess it was because Humphrey was in that. I always associated her with Humphrey Bogart. They were married, but in any event. Murder on the Orient Express is a good movie, though, and it's a good story if you've never read the actual book. Mia?
Yes.
You do have to come back now, okay?
Oh, yeah. I would love to.
Mia Williams is with us. We're talking about old homes in Harrison County, and I get her onto some commercial properties, but mainly we're talking about old homes. But I'm going to let you pick one to talk about this time.
Okay,
How about that?
Well, I'm going to pick one that most people know, but this little story that goes with it, most people do not know, but I find it funny. So it's a funny story. So it's about the Houck House.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So about the 1970s. Ooh, I'm way back. The 1970s and 1980s, a lot of the properties that are on the National Historic Register, they were put on that register in the 70s and 80s. And so one time I went up to the Heritage Council, which is the state entity that, works on protecting historic structures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They can be a pain in the tuchus for some.
Well, yeah, they got a lot of rules and regulations.
Yeah, they can be a pain in the tuchus for some, but they were helping people get their properties on the National Register, which is something they do not do anymore. And so I found correspondence between the Heritage Council and Mrs. Houck.
Really?
Yes. And I swear they're telegrams because they'll be like, here's this sentence, stop. Next sentence right here, stop. And I was like, were they sending telegrams in the 70s and 80s? I mean, I know I'm maybe too young for this, but I just feel like they weren't sending,
No, we actually had phones then, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand why this is a telegram. But either way, so the normal convention for naming houses isn't by naming it like, Ashford Acres was known as the Owen House because the Owens owned it.
Yeah.
Dr. Manning's house is known as Dr. Manning's house because Dr. Manning owned it, and he was a notable, local. Well, the Houck House was known as the Houck House because the Houcks owned the house for decades, if not at least a century or so. And so the normal convention for naming historic houses is to name them after who built them.
Okay.
And so a Richard Henderson built the house in 1822.
Okay.
And so the Heritage Council was like, okay, we're going to help you get this house on the National Register. We're going to call it the Henderson House.
And we know it as the Houck House.
Yeah, the Houck House. And Mrs.
I don't know if you've said this, forgive me, but tell people where that is. I know where it is, but
well, I know how to get there.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly where it is. Breckenridge Pike.
Breckenridge Pike. Well, that's
about a mile from town.
Yeah, that's US 36.
Okay, then good.
I think, yeah.
I'm not good with directions, which I should elucidate that.
Well, you know how to get to Breckenridge, apparently.
I know how to get there.
It used to be called Trickham.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know how to get there,
There's
but
a story about that too. Yeah.
I'm bad with directions.
Yeah.
But so they were going to call this house the Henderson House. Yeah. And Mrs. Houck was like, oh, no, you are not calling this the Henderson House. It is the Houck House.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not calling it the Henderson House. And so they were like, well, what if we call it the Henderson Houck House? And she was like, Richard Henderson only lived in this house for like 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And the Houcks have had it since. This is the Houck House.
There you go.
And they were like, well, if we can't call it the Henderson whatever house, we can't put it on the National Register. And she's like, well, I guess you can't put it on the National Register.
Are you kidding me?
So that house was not on the National Register.
That's too fastidious to be yeah, I mean, really.
And so I find that interesting because I'm like, the Heritage Council is like, we will put it on the National Register, but it has to be called the Henderson House or the Henderson Houck House. And Mrs. Houck was like,
so they didn't want to
no.
have anything to do with it if they couldn't name it.
Basically,
and I guess if you decided to tear it down, they'd be down here all over us.
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
But I found that interesting. So the house to this day is not on the National Register.
Well, now, I know you're a Lexington native, but in Fayette County, they have the Bluegrass Trust. And they'll put a little emblem on.
One of those emblems is on a building down here.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
We have that here. Yeah.
There's a Bluegrass Trust emblem on the Boswell House in Leesburg.
In Leesburg, there's one. Yeah.
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 So
Leesburg's an old place.
Yes, it is.
Very old.
That's where I met the log mansion people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't mean to quiz you about houses, but I'll do it.
Well, hopefully I know something about them.
Did you look into any of the mansions in the area at the top of Pike Street?
At the Pike and Elmarch?
Yeah.
I've taken pictures of them, but it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So I know roundabout when they were all built, which was the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
Around those decades. But I don't know much about their owners yet.
Yeah.
But they had to be people of note.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
To be able to afford houses that big, to where they're even considered big for modern standards.
Well, in that period of time, I don't know that we were the big tobacco market that we came to be.
Okay.
But a lot of that money is tobacco money.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of the expensive racehorses like they did in Bourbon and Fayette and places like that. Most of the money around here was either brought in when they showed up rich.
Yeah.
Or they were able to make it farming somehow.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong about any of that, or any of you have a question, comment, or addendum, Mia Williams is here, an interesting lady doing interesting stuff. And I think that she might have to be a regular here to talk about some of the history of our county. Today, she's talking about primarily her research into some of the old residences and homes in Harrison County. And that is much, much more than we can do in an hour, but we've only got 15 more minutes, and we'll be back with you and Mia right after this.
Car won't start? Stuck on the side of the road? Call the team that's reliable, professional, and ready when you need them. Rick's Towing in Cynthiana. While Rick's is no longer doing auto repair, they're still providing dependable 24-hour towing service. Whether you're stranded on the roadside or need your vehicle moved, one call gets help on the way. 859-588-3882. That's Rick's Towing. 859-588-3882. You stall them, we haul them. Rick's Towing.
24/7, I crave the 8, 'cause the ale never fails, and I can't wait to pop a top on one, so don't hesitate. You gotta go full throttle for the green glass bottle. Pop a top on fun. Grab an ale 8-1. Gotta grab the one. Drink an ale 8-1. Pop a top on fun. Grab an ale 8-1. Gotta grab the one.
Free parking? Yeah, right.
Dad, I got a drink.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What?
Sunscreen's free too.
Yeah, right.
This was the best day ever.
Yeah, you're right.
At Holiday World and Splash and Safari, sure, there are a lot of free things. And somehow, that's not even the best part. See it for yourself at holidayworld.com.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming coffee break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the coffee break page on our website at WCYN.com.
And you're back with this coffee break, fourth quarter, already Friday, folks. Tomorrow is the event on the Licking. Have you ever done kayaking, Mia?
In upstate New York. Only time I've ever done it.
How would you like to do it in central Kentucky?
That would be interesting.
Well, tomorrow be over at the boat ramp.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it's for the it's for the Clayton Arnold Foundation.
Okay. Do they provide the kayak?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. And I'm thinking I'm going to be there because Assistant Police Chief Robert Peake cornered me on it. But no, be over at the boat ramp, there at the, where Graves Run comes into the river there. And I think it starts at 10.
Okay.
And runs till noon. And you can see some of these old mansions from the river.
Yeah.
Mia Williams is here this morning. She's
Runs
doing...
to 2.
What now?
10 to 2.
10 till 2, yeah, thank you.
It's a nice fundraiser. Yeah, Jackie and them have done a good job putting that together.
Yes, yeah, so that's going to be a fun thing.
That'll be tomorrow.
If I don't drown. You got a text in there?
We've got a couple of texts that come in. Our text line, 859-234-1400, if you have questions, comments, thoughts. One is, we mentioned, we were talking about volleyball a while ago. The Phillies apparently swept Nicholas County last night in freshman JV and varsity. And Phillies are back in action tomorrow against Fleming County. Mm-hmm. No, they're playing Grant County at Fleming County as a part of the opening of the 2A.
Okay.
So that's going on tomorrow. The other one says, I still can't believe they allowed them to tear down the old mansion at Mounts, is it Brilliant Farm on Russell Cave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And only the pillars are still standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the owner did it out of spite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like tax issues.
Oh.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
It was a nice,
that
or at
is
least
a shame.
outside was a nice looking house.
Yeah. There are 2 old mansions on Russell Cave, and they've had the names changed through the years, but one of them was actually called Cynthiana Hall for a while.
Huh.
And I can take you to them. They were facing each other, I think, weren't they, Ed? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to ring a bell.
Yeah, somebody help me out. That's been
I know
years
that
ago.
there's 2 Greek revival houses that are facing each other.
That's what I'm talking about. One of them, the one on the left as you're going to Lexington, they used to call it Cynthiana Hall.
Huh.
And I don't know what the connection was or anything.
Russell Cave?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure something. Yeah,
Okay.
It's on Russell
No, I
Cave.
don't doubt it. I'm trying to think where.
Well, like I say, Ed, I'll take you out there later, but I can't.
It's not too far past the county line.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Actually, maybe a couple of miles.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
It'd be like directions John Swinford gave somebody one time in Ashland. He was talking to my wife because she's from that area, and said, well, you get off the interstate here, stop at a gas station and ask somebody. That's what he told her.
Yes.
But no, one thing that I was going to, and I don't think you've researched this one, okay?
Okay.
but probably one of the most ostentatious, flamboyant mansion type homes we've ever had in Harrison County was called Monticello.
Yes.
And it was just right across from the high school. The carriage house is still there.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And it was a huge, beautiful, overlooking the town.
I could only imagine.
Yeah, is it McGibbon?
T.J. McGibbon.
Yeah, so you have looked into it a little bit.
I mean, a little bit. I know that he was a bourbon baron.
Yeah.
And so that's where he got most of his money to spend on that gorgeous house.
Yeah. Well, I can remember that house, and I have been in it, and I don't remember much about it. It's been gone now for a number of years.
Yeah.
I think the last owner of that was Dr. Rick Arnold. Who's passed away now too, but I remember on the porch part of it, I'll call it a porch, it probably had a fancier name, it had that inlaid tile. I mean, it's a beautiful place, really, and the carriage house is still there, and I think it's used for a church or something now, isn't it? Yeah. You mentioned the Houck.
Yeah, Calvary's up there.
Yeah, you mentioned the Houck name. This means something. They had at the Cynthiana Baptist Church, some of the stained windows have names of some of the early people that were in the congregation. And I think Miss Houck's name is one.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, you got another house you want. We got a few more minutes here.
Okay,
Pick a house, Mia. Pick a house. Any house.
I'm going through my book.
There you go.
And by my book, I mean Catherine Wilson's book.
Catherine Wilson's book, yeah. And I'll tell you what, that is definitely a research tool.
Yes, it is. It is so helpful.
Yeah.
There is you can get this book at the museum. You can
you buy that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get this book at the museum. I don't know how much it costs. I think it costs $20.
Well, that's not too bad for that.
No, but there's a lot of information that you're getting out of this. More than you would be getting from my Facebook group, Facebook page, because I keep it pretty short. I don't want to give away everything because it's going to end up being a book that I hope people would purchase. But I like to give a little bit of information per house. So the next house I'm going to talk about is the Griffith House.
Oh, really?
Because this one, it seems like it has a sad story, but it ends it ends in a happy way.
You're talking about on Russell Cave?
Yeah. No, on 62 is before you hit Russell Cave.
I know,
where the Griffith...
I knew Mr. Griffith. He was a magician, and his business was he sold a lot of commercial things like, I don't know, matchbooks and things like that in the day,
Yeah.
Advertising stuff, yeah.
And so...
And his wife was a nice lady.
Yes. So this house was built in the late 1820s.
And they tore it down.
Well, the Nature Conservancy...
it's a savanna,
bought all that land on both sides of 62, and they turned it into a wilderness refuge, and so for them there was no need to have that house there. They weren't going to take care of it. They weren't going to pay for ongoing maintenance. I made a post on my page some days or weeks ago that says, when does an old house outlive its usefulness?
Oh.
It may have been a beautiful house. I'm sure it was. But when has it outlived its usefulness? When it's hard to maintain or update?
Yeah.
When it's deteriorated to the point to where it's like beyond return?
Yeah.
Well, there's pictures of this house before they tore it down. And all of its windows were knocked out, and
Well, the Griffiths, when they lived there, my dad was a friend of his.
Yeah.
And he and his wife, years down the street here, there used to be a Vinegar's drugstore, and every morning they had a group of folks that would meet there. I used to call it the social cup, and the Griffiths were always there.
Mm-hmm.
He was the life of the party, nice fella, and. I said he was a magician. He used to do little tricks with his hands, sleight of hand stuff, but when they lived there, they had a life estate.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
now,
I do.
I don't mean to get legal on you, but they had a life estate, which means they could live there and use it as their own until their death.
Yes.
A life estate is good for some purposes, not good for others, okay? But the part they lived in was in the rear part. The old part, I don't think they used that much, because I remember going up in there and looking at it, the old fireplace and all that.
Yeah.
And Mr. Griffith used to keep it bush hogged. But when they were gone, as you say, the Nature Conservancy took it over, and their idea was to let it go back to what Kentucky was.
Yes.
In the prehistoric times, they
yeah,
called it
the
Savannah.
pioneer days. Yeah.
And they succeeded. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild as a duck out there.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to steal your thunder, but I've been in
fine.
that. Yeah.
But here's the happy part of the story. This couple from what county is Winchester in? Clark?
Yeah, Clark County.
This couple from Clark County, they lived in an old house in Clark County, and they were like, "Whew, this big old house is a little too small for us." So they bought the Griffith house, and they had it taken apart brick by brick, and they had it rebuilt brick by brick in
Really?
Clark County. Yes, they did.
Oh man, alive! I'd like to see that.
And
I did not know that.
And it is now attached to another old house built around the same period, and it was actually
so when the
featured
Conservancy
in
took it over, they just didn't tear it down and raise it. They actually have rebuilt that home. So I did not know that.
Because a couple came by and they were like, "Yeah, we're interested. We'll buy that."
Well, I'll be doggone. You learn something on Coffee Break every day.
Yeah. So
I did not know that.
That house is still standing in Clark County.
Well, I want to go see that.
Yeah.
Because I've been, like I say, I was in it.
Yeah. So that's one of those, it seems bittersweet, but it's more sweet than bitter.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I really am glad to hear that. I really am glad to hear that.
That's one house.
I'll have to find out where that is in Clark County and go see that. And I'm I may not be the only one that would want to see that, because I'm sure that there were people that knew the Griffiths more and better than me.
Well, I have the article, the magazine, an electronic version of the magazine that the house was featured in.
Yeah.
So when I post the Griffith house, I'll probably post that article with the pictures.
Well, yeah.
Because they did pictures of the outside and the inside of the house.
You still work with, you're on the board or whatever over our museum here in Harrison County.
I'm not on the board. I'm just a little volunteer.
Well, when you came in with Miss Grable, I thought they'd given you some credentials by then.
Oh, no. My credentials are volunteer.
Volunteer. Well,
yes. And I'm just, I literally don't really do much. I'm like a bump on the log in the museum. I'm just there I'm just giving vibes, as the young people would say.
I'm trying to remember when the Slades and some others, Mr. Wigglesworth and
a
lot of those folks that started our museum that I interviewed on Coffee Break, unfortunately have passed away now. But that is a very interesting place.
Yes, it is. And there is a lot of stuff in there to discover. If you're thinking that it's only going to take you an hour to get through that museum, then you are sorely mistaken.
No. If you want to see the stuff and really take it in, good night. You could spend a few days down there, really. And if you're from Harrison County, and it takes you even longer.
Yeah.
Because you see something, you got to bring your mind back to when you were a kid or something that somebody told you about. Well, I do appreciate the interest that you have.
I'm going to interrupt real quick because we got a couple of texts.
Oh, text, okay.
You all were talking about, is it McGibbon?
McGibbon.
Yeah. That he started the distillery out at Lair.
Yeah.
Same folks also texted in and was when you were talking about the house that is now in Winchester, now in Clark County. Says that's a great story. I like to see it myself. And says we helped them in Hay back in the 70s.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were great people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. Mia, you got to come back and play house with me again. That didn't sound good, did it?
It sounded okay.
And bring Bandolero. I'll have to tell you, Bandolero's behavior was just perfect today.
Yes. Hopefully he gets adopted.
Yeah. You see this nice lady right here? That's Danita Eckler. Do you know her?
No.
Well, she is a radio personality of great repute. Yeah, she's going to be doing Coffee Break Extra. And today, are you going to do the river cleanup? They've rescheduled the river cleanup. We had Anthony on Coffee Break. And I'll steal a little bit of Danita's thunder and tell you that's going to be now on September the 10th. There you go. Anything else, Ed?
Nope.
Stay tuned to Coffee Break Extra. Danita's here, and she'll be talking about the river cleanup or anything you want to talk about.
Boyd Station a little bit.
What now?
Talking Boyd Station a little bit.
Boyd Station? Okay, well, you'll mention this too, won't you? You know, the Boyd Station lady was here taking pictures yesterday. And she's back, yeah. Hey, you stay right here. You don't have to come back if you stay right here living with us on the air in Cynthiana.
Thank you all. Today's program has been brought to you by Cockles Auto Center, Sorrel Home Medical, Hinton Mills, Rick's Towing, LA One, and the Holiday World.
The views and opinions expressed during today's show have been those of the guest and host and are not necessarily those of the WCYN staff, management, or advertisers.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breads and Phillies, WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Fox News, I'm Tom Graham. Rescue crews continue to search through mountainous terrain in the Himalayas after flash flooding devastated communities along the Nepal